Hey guys, it's Misty Eyez and
Assuria Price.
And we're getting made up with Misty, and I haven't asked Misty for you. We're going to do together. Alright, dear Misty, I feel like I am being forced to have to quit drag. The community here is small, yes, but they don't like or accept me really here when I'm in drag. The people here have forced to make a queen move before, and that is just not me. I've come too far. Pissed off queen. Alright, Ashuria, you picked this question. Go first.
Well, to the individual who wrote the question, I need you to understand that in life, each and every person is not going to like you. Each and every person is not going to accept you and what it is that you do, present, or give. And with that being said, sometimes... So, to the person who wrote the question, I feel as though that you have to understand that in life, you're not going to please everyone. What you present and or give, you know, is not going to be accepted by each and every person, especially your own peers, especially the people within our community. Us as a community and the people that's in our community can be so judgmental. And like you said, if their judgment forced another girl to move out of that area, you know, then obviously those people have some pretty strong opinions. But if you are an individual who is like myself, then you know that you should have a strong mind. And when you have a strong mind, you are not easily broken. You shouldn't allow what someone thinks of you and how they feel about you to ever make you want to uproot yourself from a position or a place where you feel comfortable. And always remember, where that opportunity is for you to do drag there, if they're not buying it, there's always another place that you can go. There's always another opportunity. There's always another circle of girls. There's always another bar that you can go to. All you have to do is have a vision, believe, and keep praying and pushing forward. Now, if you feel as though the best way to resolve this issue is moving, then when you decide to relocate, make sure that you find somewhere or go visit and see how the atmosphere is there before you make that decision and moving there. And that's all I have to say, girlfriend. Keep your head up.
Keep your head up, alright?
Keep your lashes up, girl. Lash
up, hips out, tits out, shoulders back. Alright, so my reply after Mrs. Sharia, I agreed with everything Mrs. Sharia Price. Be a goddess, everlasting, entertainer. What do you call yourself? The icon.
The icon.
Said. But one thing that caught me off guard was you said you feel like you're being forced to quit drag. And then you said they made another queen move, but that is not you. You've come too far. Well, darling, if you have come too far to quit drag, don't quit drag. Don't quit drag because somebody tells you that your type of drag or whatever. I'm curious to know why they are making queens move. Why you feel...
I need to know who this drag mafia is that got hoes packing up their wigs and punching it. But I tell them hoes, y'all better go find y'all somebody to play with and leave me alone.
This is coming from a Get Made Up with Misty video that Ashiri and I are doing together, and earlier we talked about different bars have different types of drag. There are many types of drag in the world. There are club kid drag queens, there are transgendered goddess drag queens, there are pageantry drag queens, there are polished drag queens, there are drag queens that are famous for being on TV and have no talent drag queens. There are all types of drag queens. And honey, every lid has a pot. There is going to be a bar out there that loves you and worships you. There's going to be a fan following and people out there that love you and worship you. You just have to find your niche, darling. That's it. Now, I had a queen recently that messaged me, was like, she wants to move to America and doesn't know where to live. And I said, honey, you can't just pick a city and be like, oh, they love drag in that city. Every city has a different type of drag. Are you a bearded queen? If you're a bearded queen, you might check Pittsburgh or you might check San Francisco. If you're a transgender goddess queen, then you have a little more options. If you're a boy queen that wants to, you know, excel in the American system. I'm gonna become a bearded queen for that. If you want to be in the American system, maybe then like Oklahoma or, you know, do your
Pennsylvania.
Research. Find out where that niche of drag that you want to specialize. Do you want to be a comedy queen? Do you want to be skag drag or whatever? Not every city is going to like every type of drag, and therefore you really are taking two different types of things and messing it together. Not every type of city is going to like every type of drag. And if you don't feel comfortable in your city, then you need to move because you want to, not because somebody's telling you you have to. But I also don't think you should quit. But if you are in a small town, for example, and you are unemployed, that's a good reason to move. When I first moved to Florida, I thought all of Florida was amazing. I made the mistake of moving to Naples, Florida. And yes, I lived there for 2 years. Yeah. There was one little teeny tiny bar. It was called The Galley. And they only imported the trans goddess girls like Danielle Hunter and Erica Norell and Nikki Adams. And all these girls would get not flown in, but drive across Florida for these bookings. And they weren't booking the local girls trying to make it. So I had to move. Not because they wanted me to, but because I wanted to. I wanted to be
it was financially better.
Advisable.
Bitch.
But honey, you quit drag because you want to quit drag. You quit because you want to
Don't let nobody make you take off your wigs and lashes, honey, unless you want to do it.
Hang up that hat when it's time for you. But if you say you've come too far, bitch, I would be pissed off too.
Girl, the drag mafia.
Who are these people? Comment on this video and let us know, because we is curious. Anyways, that was Misty Eyez and
Assyria Pride.
Loving You is Easy.